Okay, hello everyone. Today I am going to be talking about something that I just recently discovered, and it's called Sonic Synergy, which is basically an early version of Sonic Boom. So I'm going to go over like designs, like what it was going to be. Like there's not a lot of information that I know about anyway, so I just did a little research and I'm going to tell you all about it. So here we go. So the storyline of the game was basically going to feature these guys called the Ancients, which were ancestors of like Sonic and all his pals, and like they like sealed Lyric away from the Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric. But in this, he was an owl, and and he didn't like hedgehogs, so he eat them or something. And Chow in this game, known as Chaos or Chaos, I don't know. I'm gonna just say Chaos because that makes a bit more sense. And like they could be used in game, and I think they dropped items or something, I'm pretty sure. And Eggman in this was going to be like young and skinny, so like this probably took place in the past, or time travel could have been like one of the key components of the game and the like experience. So it was developed for PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One and maybe on PC, but it was moved to the Wii U because of that licensing deal that Sega and Nintendo had, where the next Sonic games would be on the Nintendo consoles, like Sonic Lost World and Boom and all that. And then like that led to all the production troubles of Sonic Boom and why it was probably so glitchy. Anyway, so I'm gonna go into the designs of the characters, and they're pretty similar to the Boom, but there's a bit of changes. So the first we're gonna go into is Sonic. He looks a bit similar to the Boom counterpart, but he has a bit more changes. His eyes look blue in the picture that I'm using, and he has like a red scarf, and he doesn't have a brown scarf. And the sports tape, there's not a lot of it, which is, I guess, a good thing. He has fingerless gloves. His shoes look more like Sonic's original shoes, and it looks like underneath his blue arms there's like a peach kind of color, and it looks like he has a bit less spikes in the Boom design as well. So not a bad design, but I actually prefer the Boom design over this anyway. Alright, this is the favorite design out of all of them that I have here, and it's Tails. And like this Tails has goggles on, and unlike the Boom design where like they just lay on his head sometimes, most of the time, this design has barely any sports tape on him, and his shoes look just like normal Tails' shoes. So this design is nice and I really like it. And Boom Tails, he's the best out of those. About the Boom designs I think as well, but this Tails is just top tier. Right, now this Knuckles design, I have barely anything to say about it. There's not a lot of change, except he has peach on his like belly, so it's ugly. We're not going to talk about it. And then Amy that I'm looking at here, it looks a lot like normal Amy, I could say. The shoes, they don't have the yellow buttons on them, and like the Boom design, and look like Amy's normal boots. This Amy also doesn't have rings on her gloves like the Boom design does, and her dress doesn't have yellow buttons or sports tape on it, and it's a pretty solid design. Not bad, but she looks pretty angry. So right, the next design is actually a really awesome one. I don't know if this is fan made or not, but I'm going by this. So Styx, like it definitely looks like she doesn't. Styx definitely looks different. She doesn't have the brown highlights, like the dark brown. Like her shoes are just a brown color instead of the multiple colors shown on Boom Styx shoes in this design. Styx has a skull on her head, and also there's sports tape on her hair here. So that's a bit lol. Okay, now this is basically all the concepts for the Eggman in this game, and there's too many. This is basically just young Eggman and how he could have looked in the game. There's a bunch of different ones, like, oh my, there is too many. But my favorite one is probably the first one. Okay, this game was basically an origin story for Sonic, but ended up being something else entirely. Just like in Boom, there's going to be speed sections and have really cool environments, just like this one right here, with a bunch of characters running away from some kind of metallic shark, which looks really epic. But it's water, so Sonic doesn't like that. Also, I think all the characters had their own abilities, and you could change them around with the items you picked up by them Chows. Like you could use them to change them around, I believe. Also, characters are supposed to swear in this game. Like, what the heck, bro? That's a bit nasty. And also, Six was supposed to be more of a serious character instead of a goof character like she is in the show. And Six was pretty badass, though, you know. Okay, in this, the designs look different once again. It looks like Tails and Amy are wearing pants, so, like, the hell's going on with this game with all the designs. This was the menu screen for the game, and it features extras and a battle mode, which was probably the multiplayer, like, co-op mode of the game. Speaking of co-op, I think the story mode was multiplayer, and you could have 4 friends if you had any friends with you to play through the game. And so yeah, that is basically Sonic Synergy, like a bit of info. So if you want to research on it, you should totally do that, because it's actually really cool, and I kind of wish we got this more than Boom, because Boom was a failure. So, you know, goodbye and eat cheese.